Let's talk property tax values in North Carolina. One of the questions I get as a realtor has to do with market value versus assessed value. And the question I get from buyers is, how come they're not the same thing, Leigh Brown? And I say, well, the government's not known for their accuracy would be one of the things. The other one is that market values fluctuate all the time. In fact, if you call me to list your house, I'm going to tell you that my market analysis is only good for 24 hours. And if you want to know why that is, watch the stock markets and watch what happens as our economic climate moves all over the place. The assessed value comes from the government authority. They're just not ever going to be accurate because, frankly, they've never been in your house. Remember this, the tax assessor, unless you're buddies with them and they come over for supper or cocktails, they haven't been in your house. They have no idea about conditions and upgrades. And frankly, they can't keep up with the volume of rooftops in the county with the staff that they have. And in North Carolina, state law requires that a house be reassessed at least once every 8 years. Well, if I look at the past 8 years, that's a lot of different points on the graph where the number could be. So what happens is you get this trustee letter in the mail, like I just got mine, and it says it is my notice from taxes from Cabarrus County where I live. This is for real property, which is your house, not my personal and business tax letter. That will be different with my number assigned by the county. And it is wildly off. If I were to sell my house for the number the county gave it, I would have a line of people from here to California. And that's okay because I'm not selling right now. This number means nothing to me except for what it means as far as payment goes for property taxes. Now, let's say that you got this letter and you said, Leigh Brown, it's wrong. It's just wrong and I want it fixed. Well, you can appeal it, but there is a specific time frame for appeal and there's a specific process. And it's also why you love your realtor, because if you call me and say, hey, I need some comps because I need to dispute this tax value, as your realtor, I will go into the multiple listing service and pull the most recent information so that you can defend the number that you think your house should be at for the county's purposes, because we don't want to defraud the tax system, but we also like accuracy a whole heck of a lot. And if you're curious, on the back of my tax notice, it tells me where the monies go. They go primarily to schools. 39% of the property taxes paid for schools, which is a whole different can of wax and worms about whether or not we should be doing school choice. And I say, yes, we should have school choice because my tax dollars should follow my children and yours should too. And then we have public safety. We're grateful for our sheriffs and police in the county. Human services, general government, that's called a slush fund. We have capital and debt expenditure. Our county is really responsible when it comes to debt. That's a low number. Culture and recreation, economic and physical development, and other, also a slush fund. If you ever have questions about where your dollars go and you wondered where the tax dollars are administrated, that's your county commissioners in North Carolina, and you should know them by name and call them and ask questions. They're generally good people who should be able to answer as you need things. So call your realtor if you want to dispute your value. Call your county commissioner if you have questions about how the tax dollars are spent. But long story short, you should go on and pay it because tax liens are not good for anybody.